Okay, so this is where it gets confusing. So China brought in this one-child policy in the late 1970s, early 1980s. It actually meant one birth per household. So kind of if you had twins or triplets, you were allowed to keep them. Mostly, if people had girls, they tended to give them to the orphanages, and if they had boys, they would keep them because they can take over the family home and look after the grandparents, which is a very common thing in China. However, if the boy had any disabilities, they would also go to the orphanage. Later on, there was kind of like some reforms to the policy. So if you had one kind of birth in your household, but the first child you gave birth to was a female, you were allowed to try again to see if you had a male. I know, confusing. But yeah, that's kind of why it's a bit complicated, because although it says one child policy, it doesn't necessarily mean one child policy.